who is living, but Christ in me. I'm here to tell you somebody that it is no longer you that is living, it's Christ that is in you. So when we go, it will be no longer you, but God in you. Whatever you touch, it will be no longer you, but God in you. Apostle Paul says, it's no longer I who is living, it's Christ who is living. Let me tell you, God is within you. Everything that seems to be anything in your life, or you are wondering, we're having questions, let me tell you, God is in you. It is no longer you only, but God inside you. It is no longer your ability only, but God's abilities. There is another ability that the Lord is going to impart you with, that the Lord is going to embrace your life with, because it's no longer you who is living. Meaning when you're facing something, it will be no longer you facing this challenge. It will be God facing this thing with you. Let me tell you, God is with you, and He remains with you, and He will be forever with you. There will be no circumstance, there will be no space where the Lord that is in you that will forsake you, betray you. People can forsake you, people can undermine and betray you someday, but God is ever faithful. He is a promise-keeping God. These promises are yes and amen. He never changes. The Bible says, remain in God and His greater powers. Let me tell you, if you remain in God and His greater powers, there's something big. There's something big. Now I want us to take the focus that we have and put back to God and put back to the cross. If we remain to the cross, if we trust to the cross, nothing will touch us. If we trust God and His power, nothing will touch us, because it's no longer I who is living. Because if ever people are hating you, they are no longer hating you, they are hating God. If people are fighting you, they are no longer fighting you, they are fighting God. Do not worry if people hate you, because they are not hating you, they are hating the God you serve, because it's no longer you who is living, it's the God that is resting in you. Don't worry when people do not talk to you. Listen, they are not hating you, it's the God that you have, because the God that you serve is a consuming fire. Whenever witches come to our life, He burns them. Let me tell you, some people might be gossiping you, meaning the fire that is in you hits them. They are no longer becoming silent, or they don't want to close their mouth because there is fire in you. Listen, whenever there is a power, whenever there is a miracle, people talk. Whenever there is no miracle or change or progress, people will remain silent. But if you walk with God, people will always rise against you. People will always oppose you, because you are carrying a mighty thing, because you are carrying a dynamic thing. Let me tell you, what you are carrying is not what people think it is. It's not what people think, because listen, God is beyond man's imagination. So what you are carrying is beyond man's imagination. It cannot be understood by people. Let me tell you, you must understand that you are carrying another thing from heaven. You must stand up and say, I'm carrying the greater power. I'm carrying the answer of all questions. There will be no circumstance, there will be no door that will be shut from you, because God that you serve has all the keys, will open the door. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So the God that is in you is going to do miracles. Whenever you feel afraid, do not be afraid. Why? Because you're carrying God. If you're carrying God, you are carrying everything.